Did you know that a major study commissioned by Stephen Harper when he was the Prime Minister shows that the CBC actually has a conservative bias? A negligible one, but still, it's there. Let's talk about the CBC and whether or not they're actually biased. And it all comes from this report, done by Aaron Research and once again commissioned by Harper when he was Prime Minister in 2010. First of all, we can see that back in 2010, the gender balance was actually pretty good for CBC, although the genders of people mentioned in the news heavily skewed male, which might have less to do with the CBC itself and more to do with structural issues in our society. Although CBC is overwhelmingly white, but less white than other news sources. Here is the real meat and potatoes. Now remember, at this point in time, the government was the conservatives and the opposition was the liberals. So as you can see, statistically speaking, the CBC between government and opposition were the exact same. They were slightly more negative about the opposition at the time, slightly more positive about the conservative government. But overall, a study commissioned by Harper shows that the CBC doesn't really have a bias. There's other data in this report that could potentially point to other conservative biases in the CBC, but the way I see it, they're pretty much neutral on things. Hear that, Pierre?